The Amazon River Basin is by far the largest river basin in the world in terms of the amount of water that's flowing through it. 10 times larger than any other river in the world. And it has the greatest biodiversity.
The expedition begins in Iquitos, where you will overnight before heading to the town of Nauta, which is on the bank of the Marañón River. Here you will board the riverboat that will be your home for the next 2 weeks.
There's 100 species of mammals in the reserve, and almost all of those mammals are terrestrial. So when the forest floods and becomes inundated, what happens is a lot of these animals are forced to find refuge. And what we're interested in doing is trying to better understand how animals recover from these flooding events, and also how they utilize their habitat. And we have established transects throughout different parts of the forest. And we record all the animals, how many there are, and the sex of the individuals, the age of the individuals. But over time, we can get a sense of how animals are doing. We also have camera traps that are set up on the transect lines and also distributed throughout the forest. And we can capture them on the cameras and use that collectively with the transect data to get a better and more full, complete representation of what the population of animals are doing.
The work that we do here really contributes to the knowledge of the Amazonian river dolphins. And in addition, it really gives skills to the people who get involved in the surveys. You can come out on the surveys, you can learn about behavioural ecology, you can learn about management of the reserve, you get to learn how to use the equipment such as sonar to measure the depth of the river and the population of the fish, and trying to analyse the calls of the dolphins underwater.
We're doing a long-term monitoring project in which we're trying to establish if there's any trends in local fish populations, because fish are very important here and they're a crucial part of the ecosystem in the Amazon. They feed numerous other higher trophic level species like the birds, the caimans, the dolphins, so we want our fish populations to be healthy.
We're partnered with the local Kokoma people as well as Peruvian biologists coming in from outside. So you get the opportunity to learn from local people who have an intense knowledge of the local area because they grew up here. And on all our boats we're out with the local people, gaining knowledge from them, learning to identify species in the field, and also learning about how the management of these resources impacts their lives and is really important for their future sustainability.
One of my big driving forces going into teaching was a love for experiential education, and to be able to offer experiences, learning by doing, but going beyond just learning by doing and actually being engaged in the experience. It's the Amazon rainforest. It's the thing of dreams.
I made such long-lasting friendships with these people, I think in large part due to the fact that we were all here for a common purpose, which was to study and observe all of the wildlife and the biodiversity around us. So I came here and I had no clue really what to expect. And I was very pleasantly surprised at how amazing it is here. I remember I walked out of the airport and I smelled the air and it was so fresh, and I never really could have imagined that it was like that, just like that, because back at home you don't realize really what life is like out here in the Amazon.
And it's not just about the animals, it's about the whole experience. And I think that's really, really important for high school students.